What's up, everybody? This is Robnee44, waiting for the homie to come in, Uncle Lad. Um, Today we're gonna be talking a little sports. No real rhyme or reason. Things on our heart about sports and how it's affected our lives and things of that nature, and just the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me see if I can bring my brother in. Give me one moment. All right, my brother.
Robnee44.
What's happening with you, man?
Oh, what's going on, my good brother?
Hey, I was able to get in there quicker. I think I kind of got a little hanger. So what's happening with you, man?
Yes, sir. You know why? Because you're a savvy vet, brother. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I'm good.
One of
Hey, you know what? Once you know how to color outside the lines, inside make it look easy. You
those.
feel me? Hey,
Right.
but let me.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I just want to start just to say to everyone, me and Uncle Lad know we've been on a little hiatus. It's called, working. So we've been doing our thing.
Yeah,
I,
that part.
I'm thankful to everyone on TikTok that's been showing interest in the show. I mean, when y'all gonna do another show, so we'll try to. But once again, we got to do our thing. You know what I mean? We got to eat. So I know we're gonna be talking a little about sports today. Before I pass over to my brother, I just want to say a few things. First off, since the last time we were on, I just want to say, give some props to some boxes that I love. First off, the Canelo Bivol fight. I told y'all so. But anyways, um,
Whoa.
I want to give
Whoa.
love to Spence for his win, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, and then last night, Devin Haney
Woo.
becoming the lightweight champion unified. That hadn't been done since my favorite fighter, Pernell Whitaker, God rest his soul. Also want to give a shout out to my boy John Ford. I see you, bro. I see you posted on Facebook and everything, and I know you happy about it as well. So just wanted to kind of do that. Boxing's always been in my heart. It's something that brought me and my dad together. So it's one of those things that I always love. People that know me know I used to throw these boxing parties and everyone else be and I'm over on the TV, So, but yeah, we'll be talking a little sports. So what's going on, brother? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? I know you're a Raiders fan. I'm a Raiders fan too, and you know a lot about them. I used
Woo.
to love when you would get on
Hey,
Facebook, brother, after a Raiders game and break it down. So you tell me what it looked like this
hey,
year.
hey, that's silver and black. We finna jump into it, but let me go on and give a little love too, if you don't mind there, young man.
Mm,
Let's go on and let's
absolutely,
go on and give
brother.
a let's go on and give a love out to the original OGs. We give love out to Kevin Hall,
Yes, sir.
right? We always give love out to that gentleman because he doing this thing.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
forget the old school, old Grove OG, DJ.
Supreme.
Thank you, sir. Let's
Yes,
give a
sir.
love out to DJ Supreme. You know what I'm saying? He doing this thing.
Yes,
And
sir.
our good true brother, man. He just put up a new logo. He's back running hard with that music. You guys go and follow Master Steel. My
Whoa.
boy's from the Bay. He lives in Vegas now, but he's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. Master Steel.
Go
Go
check him.
give him some love. Check him for sure because he's dropping nothing but knowledge, man. Love
And
that
heat.
brother. And we both supporting. We buy his CDs. We done bought
Yeah,
clothes from him,
absolutely.
so you guys go on and out and support, our loved ones, man. These are friends,
Yeah,
family. We consider them family. They're friends, but we consider them family. And we're
absolutely.
all brothers trying to support one another. So
Absolutely.
make sure you guys go out and do
And
that as well.
hopefully we should
And
have get Still on the show soon. That'd be nice. Get him on the show. Let
yo,
him
that
do his
would be
thing.
lovely, bro. That would be lovely, man. We're gonna make that happen. I may have to hit him on the bat phone, man. Last time I
Yeah,
reached out to him, he answered right away. He was like, dude, you hit the bat line, like what you need.
yeah.
I was like, oh, still
He a
hold. I just
real
got
one.
questions, brother. I feel you. Man, he a real OG, for real, for
Yeah,
real. And also to our families as well. You know how we do it, man. We love, we got loved ones, brothers and sisters, nieces,
yeah,
nephews, uncles, aunties, and the rest of them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, family, for supporting my boy Robnee44,
Yes,
and
sir.
also your folks, Uncle L, man.
Absolutely. I want to, hey,
Now,
since you said my sister joined, she's been so good and instrumental and, keep me moving forward mentally and just doing things for me, man, that really has helped me. So, her and John Willis, we call him Sugar Man, you know what I'm saying? All my family,
yes, indeed.
for sure, bro. All my brothers out
Yes,
there that,
indeed. Yes,
show
indeed.
love.
Yes, indeed. They're kings and queens, man. So we're gonna
For
do nothing but
sure.
show them appreciation
For
and respect.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, without a doubt. But now, do you want to get into that silver and black? Because you know how we
Hey
ride
man,
on that
you
silver
know
and
what?
black, though.
I need to. First let me just say my stance
Oh,
on the silver and black.
all
I
right.
was
Go ahead.
a diehard fan. Then,
Yes, sir.
they moved the first time and it's like an ex, I forgave them. Then they did it again. So I'm not
Yes,
really
sir.
entrenched in them like I used to be. But I will say, it's like you had said one time to me, you was like, but they'll always still be in my heart as still my number one team. So with that said, of course, I can't let go totally. So, but what do you feel about their chances this year? You know a lot more. You've been following the NFL even deeper than I have as of late.
Without a doubt, though, and I appreciate that. And also, I'm going to say this little thing, but I'm going to give respect to a brother on the East Coast. I don't know him personally, but this is his name. Let me be 10 toes down about this. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Keep it real. Keep it flow. You know what I'm saying? I feel you 100% on that. They went to LA, then they came back. I love that they came back.
Me
They
too.
went to LV. I ain't got nothing against LV, but all my gear just say Raiders. I
Yeah.
support the Raiders. Nothing
Yeah.
against the LV Raiders, because that's
Right.
still the Raiders, but all my gear just say Raiders, dude. I don't buy LV Raiders stuff. I rock with Raiders, period.
Come
Okay.
on.
Now
Okay.
let's get into the shake and bake of it all, man. And let me be a typical Raider fan. We going to the Super Bowl? We going to the Super Bowl, man. Look at that offense. Who's gonna stop that offense, man?
Okay.
Huh?
Added
Let's be
weapons.
real. And
Yeah.
then we got people who say, well, Carr's never been proven. He won his first playoff game. He's been in the league 9 seasons, this, that, and the third. He never had the weapons he has on his current roster.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Devontae Adams, bro.
Woo. Come on.
Is that not the number one wide receiver in NFL?
Name another one. Who
Nothing
is?
against Well, wait a minute. Nothing against Tyrone Hill, because he's a
No.
speedster. He's a little
Yeah.
swabby guy. He does this thug thizzle. But we talking about the East Palo Alto,
Come
left
on.
coast California product,
Come on.
Devontae Adams, man. Huh?
Yeah.
He's over there. He's over there with us.
Let me
Now,
ask you
can we
that.
get to? Yes, sir.
And do you think by him being home is just gonna really fire? Because sometimes you come back to where it all, you know what I mean, and fire you up a little bit more.
Bro, I think he wants a ring.
Yeah.
Real spill.
Yeah.
Stats speak for themselves. Everybody know
Yeah.
he's one of the best in the NFL. He wants a ring.
Yeah.
And why not get a ring with a team he grew up around? Don't forget
Exactly.
he's from EPA. And if y'all don't
Come
know what
on.
that is, I know my left coast NorCal folks know what that is. But some of
EPA,
y'all may
East
not
Palo
know.
Alto.
That's
Yeah.
East Palo Alto, California. Nothing against East Palo Alto. At one time, the murder capital of the
Yeah.
world. Pushed the most Coca-Cola throughout the country at one time.
Real talk.
Real, real hood stuff, right?
Yeah.
Who's from EPA, man? And God, let's not do. Let me not say this without speaking on this. Without speaking on this one part. God rest his brother's soul, man. Because if y'all don't know, I believe his brother just got married. Excuse me, murdered 3 to 4 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, his brother just got
I
murdered in
didn't.
EPA, bro. Yeah. God rest his brother's soul, man. Praying for
Man.
you and the family of Devontae Adams
Yeah.
and his other family and your family, man.
Yeah.
Real,
Our
real. So we got
condolences.
to do that. We got to respect that. Okay, now can I continue?
Absolutely,
So,
man. Go on, do your thing.
now let's not forget about, if not the number one, the number two slot wide receiver in the NFL. Is he not called third down in rent row?
Woo!
Huh? Anybody who knows sports and know football, they respect third down in rent row.
Got to.
So
Got
we
to.
got Devontae Adams. We got third down in rent row.
Mm.
We ain't even talking about Waller, one of the
No.
best tight ends in the game.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. No, real
One of
talk.
the best. Top three?
Yeah. Yeah.
Top three
Weapons.
in the
Weapons.
NFL. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got some sugar on the other end of the wide receiver. We don't know who the starter is going to be, but we got 3, 4 cats who's going to fill that void. We did trade Edwards,
Yeah.
but he was a youngster. He was a big
Yeah.
guy. He was more that Megatron type build, but they're going in a different direction. We're going to hit you
Right.
short, fast, deep, and often.
Right.
So, we had to go on and make that move. God rest his soul. I know he did his best. He loved the Raiders. He was trying to be a
Yeah.
Raider for life, brother. We respect you for that. But, it's business.
Yeah.
We got to move on, right?
That's all it is.
Now, the only question I'm going to say with the silver and black, and people going to say it's the offensive line. Trust me, folks, it's not going to be the offensive line. We're going to work that part out. The only question is going to be the running backs. Because now we know Jacob is a baller. The
Yeah.
question is, can he stay healthy? What I'm concerned about is what I'm reading and seeing on YouTube videos is that he's not participating right now. So I don't know
Oh.
if he feels a little upset about the couple of running backs that was drafted this year. If he's upset about them not picking up his 5th-round option, I don't know what that is. But let me send something now. Let me do a PSA to you, Jacobs. Bruh, just keep balling out, man. You
Yeah.
gonna get that paper, bruh. They gonna pay
Yeah.
you. Go out and ball out this season. Go
Yeah.
get your 1,200 to 1,500 yards, baby. Help us get to the promised land. And if they don't pay you, someone else gonna pay you. You gonna get your
Yeah.
paper, bro. But ball out right now.
You know,
Show up.
and
Go to camp, man. Go to
and
camp,
you
bro.
know, and I would say, lad, that a lot of athletes nowadays, like what Devin Haney did last night, just kind of switched gears a little bit. He went over to Australia, he took a pay cut, he did all that, but he knew that the prize was the undisputed legacy on the line. Now, a lot of players nowadays, I ain't gonna play it. I'm going and I'm gonna hold out. Your career could be over. Like, okay, you need to be smart enough. And I'm Jacob. I look, man. I think you're a brilliant talent. But like, if I'm addressing you, like you just said, go out and do what you have to do. I remember there was a baseball player. His name was Andre Dawson, and Andre Dawson had played one year, might have been for the Braves, and he said, "Look, this year I'm gonna play whatever, but after this year, I'm gonna bring a blank check up in his mouth." He had a monstrous year the year prior, and
Yes, he
he
did.
did. He brought that check back on the sign. He's like, "What you want? What you need?" Because
Right.
he's like, "I know my talent. I know my
Right.
talent. So you have me for this year. Yeah, bottom basement. Next year, you're gonna pay me, or somebody gonna pay me. Somebody."
Right.
Gonna pay me. So
And that's my whole thing with Jacobs, man, because all you
yeah,
have to do is walk, bruh, ball out and then walk in the office and tell them there's only 3 options I want to hear. You're going to give me a check,
come on.
you're going to direct deposit, or when is the bring truck showing up with cash.
Yeah. Or there's a fourth option too. Trade me. Because somebody going
Well,
we don't want him traded. We don't want him traded, but
see, he's on his 5th-year option route. This is 5th season. So it's not going to,
okay. Oh,
they
this is
can,
it.
they
Okay.
can franchise that. That's why he's not showing up. He's coming
Ah.
on his 5th season. They haven't picked up his 5th-year option.
Ah.
So they
Yeah,
can
you said that.
franchise him. They can franchise him and then trade him. But if he was smart, and now I mentioned that word franchise, I'm going to transition a little bit because we ain't spoke on the defense. We're going to come back to that.
Yeah.
If they franchise him, to be honest with you, that would be the best move. Because if you put up that 12 to 1,500 yards this season, maybe get 7 to 11 touchdowns, you're going to rank amongst the top 5 running backs in the league. So that
Right.
means you have to be paid within the top 5 to 3 running backs in the league per season.
Mm.
So sometimes people say, oh, he got franchise tag, and people complain about the franchise tag. Look at what Kirk Cousins did. Look what he did
Yeah.
in Washington and what he did in Minnesota. He
Yeah.
was averaging 20 plus million on a franchise tag. And Kirk
Right.
Cousins been in here, what, 8 years, 7 years? He done
Yeah.
made 20 plus million a season.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Man, look, dude, can I go to work and ask for a franchise tag?
But lad, don't a lot of players feel like that franchise kind of cut their legs? I mean, so to speak. I mean, I understand there's a ceiling to it, right? I mean, make me understand, because
Well, see, because they feel a little disrespected because their thing is this, right? Which we all feel this way. So we know sports and entertainment, they paid on a different level, right?
right,
But
sure,
me and you both go to work and feel that we contribute highly to our employer.
absolutely,
Right. So we feel we're worth more than what we're being paid. I'll be honest
right,
with you. What I do on a day-to-day basis, I appreciate it. I live on the left coast, California. This is an at-will state. So I
yeah,
know that, and a lot of people don't know the true understanding or the meaning of at will. At will means you're going to give me a check as long as at my will I show up to work to get that check.
yeah, for sure.
That's what at will means. At will
And it
means
goes
that,
both ways. Yeah,
hey,
and
look, man,
they can let you go.
at any time.
Yeah,
It's at will. If they
yeah,
don't want me there, then let me know.
yeah.
If I don't want to show up, I'm gonna let you know. And we part ways. It's at will. As long as I'm willing to do it, and as long as you're willing to accept me, we gotta understand it. Look, man, my daddy told me this a long time ago. Man, the even exchange ain't no robbery, bro.
Come on, come
That's how I
on.
look at it. Sometimes people get a little twisted about that. But let me get
Yeah,
back to the point. So yeah, obviously I feel I'm worth more than I'm getting paid, which I'm pretty
oh,
sure
absolutely.
98% of the people who watch this podcast will feel the same way.
Yeah,
But in that entertainment, in that sports world, they look at it a little different because it's a peer thing, right? So if you got one player, let's just say you got one running back who's making, because they're a little devalued right now, but say you got one running back making, let's just say $9 million a year, and
yeah,
he runs for 1,100 yards and scores 8 touchdowns. You
yeah.
ran for 1,500 yards, you scored a dozen touchdowns.
Right.
Well, if he's making nine, I need to be making 11 because my numbers was better to him, better than his. But that's
Hmm.
not the business of sports, bro.
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't understand, sometimes I don't think these athletes understand, and I can't put myself in their shoes because when you get checks like that, your mind's in a different mindset.
Oh yeah.
Your brain's in a different mindset.
Yeah.
So I get how they feel and what they're thinking because $9 million a year is a blessing, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's a blessing, right? Now you may
Right.
deserve 12, but 9 million a year is a blessing.
Yeah.
Do something, do the right thing with that, and you don't have to worry about it. If you done play for 4 seasons and you average 5 mil per season, that's 20 million. If you did
Yeah.
the right thing, you still got cash. Come and ball
Yeah.
out your 5th year and say, you know what? Pay me 14, 15, or I'm bouncing, dude, because someone gonna pay me at least 12. I gave you the
At
opportunity to pay
least.
me 12.
At
You
least.
didn't want to pay me 12. So I'm gonna go
Yeah.
somewhere else and go and get my 14. You
Yeah.
you threw away the bag, not me.
Right.
Right. So a lot of athletes sometimes they don't see it that way. But I'm not in that world. I'm not in their shoes, but I'm just an average
Yeah,
guy, average dude.
but for me, it's a give and take. And here's the thing, though. I remember when, because we played football together, and I gotta say, Lad was a stud out there. And
Sometimes.
we was lucky to play together in high school
Yes,
and
sir.
everything. It was great, and I
Yes,
watched
sir.
him go on to do even. And what I want to say is, I remember when it was fun, bro. I mean, I remember when we played, it was fun. And like you said, you start to progress to that level where then the business start to come into it, and all these other things. You know what I mean? And it does. It change
Yes,
your
sir.
mentality. You change how
It
you
does.
feel. And it's like,
It
man, remember
does.
when it was just, I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, just go out there and couldn't wait, had the full uniform on and everything. Didn't have to go to practice till 4 hours and hours. But the point is that what you said is a business. So once it becomes a
Right.
business, even though it's still the same game, it's still hype 1-2, it's still go for the long pass, but as you get older, and I think you start to get, I don't want to say corrupted, some of them, but a lot of them do. They get corrupted by it, man. It's like, so here I am. You know what I mean? So because
Right.
who wouldn't want
Right.
to play this game, man, or play any game that you love, man, that you initially started to love, I guess.
Right. Well, look at and now here's another unfortunate thing. I hate to take us down sometime the sad road and bring it down a little bit, but we're gonna bring it up, folks. Look at the young man, Marion Barber, I believe. He was
Oh
running.
yeah,
He played for the
Marion.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marion Barber. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Marion Barber, bro. Brother passed away this week.
I
They
know.
said, and you see now, Des Bryant came out saying, I've been telling people that he was struggling. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah,
and that kind of that like correlates a little bit. It relates to what I was speaking about earlier about when you get this paper. If you do the right thing,
yeah,
you could be okay. I think, and I don't fault the brother. Don't get me wrong, but I think that brother got fast money. He went out and spent it fast, and then when his career was over, it was hard for him to live a regular life like us common folks, right? Because he had to do the same things that me and you had to do. He had to go out and get a regular job.
yeah,
Win no more Lamborghinis, man.
yeah.
Win no
But
more
I think,
Win no more VIPs to the club, man. Win no more
yeah,
getting every Tuesday, every Thursday, getting a check for $120,000. Shoot, your check
exactly.
is 2,000,
Right.
3,000, 4,000
You
like
can't
weekly.
cash them down the street. You got to go to a
Right,
bank.
that part.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I think part of it too, lad, is the concussions and the things, and I mean, NFL got to take. To me, they got to take some kind of onus in it, bro. We've been knowing. I mean, you
Yeah,
talking about grown men slamming into each other.
right,
I mean,
right.
since we was going down the road, let me just say this: Junior Seau, one of my favorite players of all time.
Oh, baller, dog.
That just
Even though he
doesn't
played,
happen, bro. You don't just shoot yourself. I understand there was things going on in his life, but there's a lot of things contribute to him doing that. And a lot of players
yes, sir.
you find
Yes, sir.
that they sweep under the rug that are killing themselves, bro. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
no,
It's
no, without a doubt. You're 100% truthful. Even though he played for the San Diego Chargers, screw
yeah,
them. Whatever. I'm a
yeah.
Raider fan, but yeah, no, he was a baller. You can't take nothing from him. Seau
Not,
was a straight baller, dude, and that
but
was
he
that
also
as
played
well,
for
man.
USC, which but
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
hear
he
you.
played for the Trojans. He was a
Yeah,
Trojan, without a doubt. He was left coasting it. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Without a doubt. And I agree with you. I think the NFL do. Um, they do have a small part in this, but in my disagreement, because I'm a straddle the fence on this, my disagreement is that, these are grown men, bro.
yeah.
You know what you signed up for. We all,
Absolutely.
like you said, we played this sport as little kids. We knew what the sport was about. It's
Yeah,
violent, man.
yeah,
That's why when you get your paper, you do the right things with it. I'm not saying don't
yeah,
go out and buy your mansion, don't have a Lamborghini in the garage, because I'll do the same thing. But you only need one, man. You don't need a Lamborghini or Rolls
yeah,
Royce, a
yeah,
9-bedroom home with 15 bathrooms. You don't need to go on and get the
yeah.
next Instagram model and fly her out, spend $20,000 in Vegas, 2.5 million in jewelry. Come on, bruh.
Well, and I
Sometimes we got to do better, man, because, and I hate to say it, because look at how some of the lighter hue cats carry it. They go to the NFL, and some of them don't have these
yeah.
problems because they put their money to the side. They know it's only going to last for a certain amount of time. And if I want to live like this, I'm going to need some cash on the back end.
But I mean, for me though, money is
Honest.
just really a small part of it because I think once again the concussion protocol stuff like that, you got to know when to get out, bro. You got to know when the money's gonna be the money. But you got players like Dion, you got players like the what's my boy Tom Brady. You got players they know at a certain point, Peyton Manning, him and Eli. At a certain point they get, I got to get out of this game. You know what I mean? So when I talk about that, I'm talking more the concussion protocol where some people,
Right,
you can't handle money if you can't think. You know what I mean? And some
right,
players are smart enough, like you said, they grown man. But some are smart enough, like it doesn't. You get on that field one summer before that, you like, yeah, it ain't. Yeah, I can't cut like I can't, and they get out. And that's smart, you know what I mean? And I think maybe a lot of it is financial. They don't get out, like you said, because they like, oh, I spent all this. I might have to stretch it. And then some are like, hey, I'm thinking about being a broadcast. I'm thinking about what's going to happen later. Some of them are so bigger than life. They ain't got like a Joe Montana. He ain't got to do it. Damn, you know what I mean? Joe ain't got to do. He ain't got to do
right,
endorsements, but he do. But he's
right,
smart.
right. And I agree with you. But see, some of that is those cats knew when to get out because they also knew that they had to put some bread to the side. So when they were
Right.
done,
And they were different
right,
levels.
and now the first cat you mentioned, which is, hey, I ain't got nothing against prime time, dog. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Time.
But he had that song. Nigga must be the money,
Oh
right?
yeah. Man,
And
that was
what
his
was one of
image.
And what was
Yeah.
this? Look, and look what was also. Don't forget what was one of his most famous quotes throughout sports. Right? I look good. I eat good. I feel good because I get paid good.
But a lot
Right?
of that, bro, he even admitted a lot of that was designed. You know what I mean? Because he knew he's a hell of a player, but he also knew there was other players like Daryl Green that was just as dynamic as him. But he said, I wanted to come
Well,
into
yes, sir.
this with you know what I mean? And he did. He was smart.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He built that image. People love
Right.
Prime. Prime was like he was like Allen Iverson in basketball, the braids. And, you know what I mean? It's like
Look,
no one had
wait,
seen no shit like that before. So
wait,
I get that.
wait. Wait a minute. And a lot of people forget about the most iconic story about Deion Sanders, dog. A lot of people forget this part. Do you know he showed up for the combine in a limo, right? So he showed up
Woo!
in a limo. I don't know if you know this
Showtime.
story. Look,
Showtime.
you
Prime
Google
time.
it, bro.
Oh, I believe
Google
it.
it.
I seen a
He,
story on it. It was all made up, bro. He,
look,
he did it to come into the league. He's like, I'm gonna be bigger than the NFL. And he was.
but
He was
wait,
successful in that.
but wait a minute. Deion showed up to the combine in the limo,
Mm.
kept the limo running. Tell him keep it running. He went in there.
Mm.
He ran his 40. He ran out the stadium and went and got back in the limo.
Prime time. Much love
Huh?
to prime time, dog. Much
Man,
love to
without a
prime,
doubt.
dog. Game
That's OG.
changer.
That's
Game
OG
changer.
status for real, for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Good
Game
Lord,
changer,
dog.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Those cats was like, well, where's he going? Where is he at for the next drill? He's like, man, it must be the money, man.
Prime is
You
wrong,
know,
bro.
yeah, send me a
See that?
check, bro. You want to talk to me, send me a check, man. You know what I'm saying?
See, that leads me to this though, dog. And because Prime is one of the greatest ones. And this leads
Yeah,
me to something I kind of want
yeah.
to talk about. We talk about GOATs, Jordan, LeBron. I don't believe in that. I think that
Steph
even
Curry.
in singular sports, I don't believe in GOATs. I'll tell you why I don't believe in it in, organized team sport, because that's kind of disrespectful for the other players. Now, if Jordan was to play Utah by himself and he beat them, I'd be like, that's a bad.
Yeah,
But
but he didn't do that though, bro. But he didn't
no,
do that.
no.
He played with a team. He was the
But
greatest on
that's
the
my
court at the
point. I
time,
don't
bro.
believe in goats, bro. I don't believe, and even
Oh, you
let's say
got to.
even in boxing, bro. I understand it's a one or tennis. I get that's a one person sport, but what about all the people that came before? It's like you talking about different eras, different times. No one's the greatest of
Look,
all time. Come on,
look.
bro. I don't buy
Well,
it.
they're the greatest of their era, bro. That's what it is. And I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna respectfully disagree with you on that, dog.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
someone has to set standard, dog. I'm not knocking you like NFL, professional tennis, freaking baseball, basketball, freaking soccer, hockey. These are man. It's hard to get to that level. To get to the upper echelon,
absolutely,
even if you're on the bench, you're really good.
absolutely,
You're
really
better
good.
than
Yeah,
90% of the other people who played sports. It's hard to get to that level.
yeah.
But someone has to set the standard, dog. Someone has to be on top, so you got to have a goal. Someone got to be the greatest of all time, bro.
But not of all time. I mean, look, and
Well, of your era.
I disagree because I don't think, like you just said, I'm better with saying they was the greatest in their era than you talking about all time, because of their era. Yeah, I can see, was Jordan most
Right,
dynamic player at that time? Sure. Was
right,
Kobe? Absolutely. I mean, was
right,
John McEnroe at one time one of the best tennis? Was Venus? I mean, don't get it twisted. But when
right,
you put all time on it, for me, that's a disrespectful, because there's too many. Yeah, when we think about the late 80s or early 80s and the 90s, I'm going to think of Jordan, absolutely. But I'm going to think of Dr. J at the tail end of the 70s. And you know what I mean?
right,
So what I'm saying is that all time for me is I mean, like you said, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I get it. That's what I love about us. But the thing about it, bro, of all time is that's a long, long time. You know what I mean? So
right.
that's all I'm saying, bro.
No, and there's some solace in that, but you got to remember when they hung up their shoes, that was the end of their time at that sport. So they were the
Exactly.
greatest of all time at that time. You can't
That's what
tie
I'm
them
saying.
all in, but see, but you can't. Okay, so if I'm the greatest of all time in 1990, and someone comes along in 2000, the year 2000, so we went from 1990, 91, 92, 93, so on, and we got to 2000. Well, up until 1990, I was the greatest of all time. Now, in 2000, someone else may be a little bit greater, and he could call himself the greatest of all time. But in 1990, I was the greatest of all time. So you can't take that away from that person who is
No, it's not. But that's the thing. I'm not taking away that they was the greatest of that time. Is when you
right.
put the all on it, bro. That's my.
No, I hear you.
You put the all on it. That's you know what I'm saying. I
I
mean, look,
know. I hear you.
greatest
I hear you. I hear
of
you.
that time. I totally get that, bro. I'm telling you, that I look. It's like Devin Haney winning last night. Won the lightweight championship last night. He is gonna be. No one can take it away from undisputed. But also, Sweet Pea did it before him. Was the
Yes, he
only
did.
man to be a lightweight champion, undisputed champion. Now,
Yes, he
you
is.
could say, well, was he the best at that time? Sweepy dead, got rested. So, but my point being is that Sweepy was great for his era. It's Devin's
Right.
time. That's
Right.
all I'm saying. It's you
No,
can't really.
I get what you're saying, but if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And we know sports is about dollars, dog. So
Yeah,
they
for
got to put a
sure.
little spin on it to make some money. But now, since you brought up Sweet Pea, can we kind of talk about Tank? Because let me ask you this, dog, because
Woo!
there's a little debate. Is he gonna be better than Mayweather?
Oh man, I don't know.
Let me ask you, bro. From what you've seen of his performance so far, is he gonna be better than Mayweather?
I don't know. I couldn't really say, bro, because I think Mayweather was just a different type of fighter than Tank. You know, Mayweather is he'll finesse you. Tank can box. He has a high IQ and everything. He got every attribute I think Floyd has. But I just think in this era, some of the people that are out. I mean, take a look. You know, I don't know, bro. That's a tough one. I know a lot of people trying to
Nope.
kind of put him in that box.
Nope.
But
Nope.
I think Floyd is more sophisticated. I think Floyd IQ in the ring is it's like beyond anybody I've ever seen, dog, except for Bernard Hopkins. I mean, Floyd thinks
No, I
like
get you.
that.
I
You
I
know what
get
I
you,
mean?
but let me just drop this one little small nugget on you that a lot of people, because it's only what you've done for me lately. So we only really kind of reflect on Floyd about what he's done towards the end of his career, right? Floyd wasn't a knockout artist when he was a youngster. He wasn't putting people on his back when he was coming up through the ranks when he was a
No,
youngster.
actually, lad, you got to check that. Floyd slugged more in the beginning than he did
I get
later.
that.
Yeah, he
I get that.
slugged a
I get
lot.
that. No, he was a slugger, but he
Yeah.
wasn't a knockout artist.
Well,
Tank's a knockout artist at his youngster. So let
yeah,
me give you this. Let me give
one
you this,
punch.
and let me give you this, and other people who watching the podcast. Go back and watch that Zab Judah Mayweather fight.
Yeah. Woo!
Go back and watch that.
I
Zab
just
Judah was
watched
putting
it.
hands on Mayweather.
I just watched it.
He was putting hands on Mayweather.
Yeah, he was. And Corley. Corley did the same thing. Shook him up. Shane shook him up too.
See? See?
Yeah.
But we think about nothing against Money Mayweather. Look, dude, I respect him. Shit, hey, I'm a grown man. I'll take the ass whooping. I'll take the ass whooping. I ain't gonna like to hear that. I'm an old man. That nigga probably whip my ass.
Man, I wouldn't get in the ring with him. I ain't going
I'm
nowhere
gonna be
near
honest
him.
with you. That nigga's hands is fat. He gonna fuck me up. But let's let's
Yeah.
let's be real, dog. You know what I'm saying? When he was a youngster, it was some cats putting hands on him. Tank's a youngster, dog, and it's a bit of maybe one or two cats that put a couple of hands on him, but his hands in return, in exchange,
Yeah, but the thing about
unquestionable.
Tank, he ain't fought the level of competition that Floyd has. Floyd
Well, he's
fought some
still
bad
young.
motherfuckers. He fought some
He's
bad
still young.
motherfuckers. There ain't really that many bad
See?
motherfuckers nowadays, bro. Not in my opinion.
I
I mean,
know.
Rolly, yeah, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Tank's a beast, but some of his fights, bro, it's like it's the top four. You got Garcia, you got Lomachenko, you got motherfucker just Stevenson, you got Haney. These cats need to fight like Leonard, Hearns, Duran, and then we talking about who's gonna be the baddest, because that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna
I
take
know.
for all four of them, the four horsemen, to get in there and beat each other. If they
Right.
don't, Their career.
Right.
That's why Crawford and Spence is going to be a hell of a fight because this is it.
Yes, it
I
is.
guarantee you,
Yes, it
after
is.
this fight, ain't going to be no trilogy. One of them going
No,
to quit. One of them going
no,
to retire. And it's
no,
going to be a hell
no.
of a
I
fight.
agree.
Hell of a
I
fight.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. But that kind of brings us back to what we talked about a little earlier when we was talking about the goats, dog. Can
Yeah.
we can't hold that against him because this is the era he's in. It's not
Absolutely.
his fault that it's not that the competition isn't as
Absolutely.
fair. I mean, so we
And I'm
can't
not,
hold that
and like I
against him.
said, I'm not disputing era. I really not, man. I'm fine with era. I really am. You want to say somebody's great in era? I'm cool with that. I just
Yeah.
can't take that somebody is the greatest of all time. That's all I'm saying. When you're talking eras, absolutely. I mean, Bird, to me, Larry Bird was one of the baddest motherfuckers to ever pick up a ball. And I hated Larry Bird because I was a Lakers fan, but as I mature and get older, I realized how great that motherfucker really was. He called it from the corner.
Woo, woo.
They
No,
said,
I would.
and all
Yeah,
the old school cats said, Barkley, Dr. J, they all said, when
yeah,
they think on Bird, he was a menace. That
yeah.
motherfucker would light you up.
Look,
So,
I agree with you because you know what? Because we were still young when Jordan was doing this thing, dog. And I wasn't a Jordan fan back then, dog. Everybody was
nah, me
Jordan
neither.
this, Jordan that. And I was like, well, he all right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I mean, the brother could ball. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He all right. Oh, Jordan this and that and Jordan this and that. Now I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I just on the job. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But now as I got older, you know what I'm saying? And, and I start to understand, study a little bit more of his game,
Yeah,
understand how he prepared what he did on the court. Jordan was a bad shut your mouth. You know what I'm
no
saying?
doubt. I would
So,
never doubt
and,
that, bro.
and
I
that's how
think he's
Bird
one
was.
of the top 5 players in, the world, if you ask me, any era. But
And that's how Bird was, because I'll never forget it when they was playing the Boston Celtics that one time, and I believe it was Parrish who tried to rebound the ball, but he kind of deflected it, and it was going towards the Boston Pistons side towards their bench. And I
right,
remember Larry Bird running over, catching the ball, turning around, throwing it up, and then turning back around so he can catch himself on the bench, like, not to hurt himself. And that shit
right.
went in, and I was like, oh, that's a bad light, Hugh. Shut your mouth. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I was like, oh, shit. That dude did that.
Come
Real
on.
shit. Larry Bird was a beast, dog.
B.
He was a beast.
Now
I
look,
give it to
I,
the light of Hugh that.
I kind of wanna just go back to when we played high school ball and it was you and Robert Garcia, y'all's linebackers. I think sometimes you would play corner or whatever, but y'all two on the field together for us was vicious. Like y'all was vicious. Now, sure, we could have played with one of y'all, but when we played with both of y'all playing, teams had no idea. They can run to this side, they don't get it. They can run to the other side, they don't get it. So my point is that you both were great players. No one could say otherwise, bro. And the thing is that I would never say, well, Robert was better than you or you was better than Robert because I think you both was dynamic. But when one of y'all was on the field, yeah, you were the best player out there when one of y'all was on the field. When both was on the
Right.
field. You see what I'm saying? So
He
that's
was
why
complimentary.
I say, you know what I mean? It's like it's
Yeah, no,
hard
no, 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 no,
because
no, no, no. Yeah, you right, bro. We was complimentary. My Mexican brother was a baller, dog.
woo!
He stuck his nose in the hole, dog. I used to say sometime when he made some hits, I used to look at him like, dude, did you
Yeah.
do that? Like, oh shit, dude, you did that shit?
Yeah.
No, my
And we didn't
Mexican
know
light
until that
skinned
summer.
brother was
Remember,
a
and we
baller,
came to
dog.
training camp, and Robert was just a mild minor guy. You see him. Man, Robert started
No,
hitting. I was like, oh my, he's
look,
hitting
look,
out
look,
there.
look. Rodney wouldn't say a word, dude. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a big dude. My little skinny ass come out there flashy and shit. Had my little bandana around my neck. Thought I was balling and shit. My little Jerry curl and shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm a baller. Yeah, he didn't say shit, dog. They like line up. Remember, we still on your back. They blow the whistle. You get up in the head. I remember hitting that fool a couple times. I looked at him like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, this motherfucker, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
homie.
we
You
all
know
was
what
like,
I'm saying?
damn.
Huh? Yeah. Baller,
Art
dog.
Garcia
Baller.
was raw.
But look, Rodney, don't cut yourself short, though, bruh. You was
Oh,
out
I
there
did my
balling on that
thing.
defense.
I
You
did
was
my
out there
thing.
balling on that
Hey,
defensive tackle, dog. Remember that
oh,
time
I
we had
did
that
my
one play and
thing.
I kind of tapped you and I told you slide in a little bit and you got in the backfield? I was like, I
Yeah.
told you, bro.
Hey, the
Huh? You was
YB
doing your
game.
big old
Remember
brother.
the YB game last I sacked the quarterback. Then I tried to get Hollywood. The ball fell. I picked that motherfucker up. I was running back to the motherfucking goal line. I was waving. And that motherfucker tackled me and got the ball back. I was like, that's some bullshit. I was this close to the motherfucking goal line.
Right, brother. That's what I'm saying. You don't undercut yourself, brother. We had a great team when we
Nah,
got
yeah,
you,
we had a
dog. You
great
did your
team.
dizzle, dog. When you did
We
your
was
dizzle,
tough.
we all played the part, dog. It took all of us to do that.
Yeah. Well, remember
You know what
when
I'm
we
saying?
played Oak Grove and Leon, as you mentioned earlier, Leon Supreme, and you was out that game, bro, and we needed you,
I
dog.
broke my
We was
hand. I broke
undefeated.
4 fingers.
Remember, we was
Remember?
undefeated. Like they wrote about us in the
I
paper.
know.
We was doing our thing. Oak Grove
I
gave us
know.
an ass
Bro,
whooping.
you, wait a minute. You don't remember the game before? I broke 4 fingers and played the whole second half. Remember my thumb
Yeah,
got stuck in my
I
helmet? I had to come
do.
out there. I had to take out the face mask to get my thumb out of my helmet.
Was
I
it
broke,
Andrew
man.
Hill?
And you remember I was crying on halftime. I was going off on everybody like, screw
Dog,
that,
you
man.
was
We gonna
going.
handle it. We
Andy
can handle
Gibson
each
had me
other,
run.
dog.
Andy Gibson said you was repeating. You was like, you niggas don't want to win. You niggas don't want to win. You niggas need to go wrong. You niggas need to go wheels. Like, damn, that is fired up, nigga.
Dude, I done did everything in life. I tried to get him to cut off that cast to play that game. Man, I was at the doctor. People don't know that. I went to the doctor. I was like, dude, cut off the cast. He was all no. And God
Yeah,
rest his soul. I love my dad,
yeah,
dog. I love him because, dude, I was crying in the doctor's office. I was telling my dad, tell him to cut off the cast. Tell him to cut off the cast. And my dad like, there'll be better days. You're young. You have other days to play. And I was like, dude, cut off the cast, man.
yeah.
I'm in
You
the
was ready to
stand with the
rumble.
doctor like, dude, cut it off. I don't care. I just broke 4 fingers, man. Cut off the
Hey,
cast, man.
we was better than the varsity team that year. You know, Pelham
We sure
McDaniels and
was.
all them was up there. God rest Pelham's
We sure
soul.
was.
God rest his soul. But yeah, we was
Without a
doing
doubt.
our thing, man.
Without a doubt, my brother. Well, we was trying. We was just young men, man. We didn't know no better. All we knew was go to school, play football, chase some girls a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Try to do some homework when you're supposed to. That's all we knew.
Thank God. You know, it's
You know
good
what
not
I'm
to
saying?
know much when you're that young. It really
That's all we
is.
knew. That's all we knew. So, you know. But yeah, sports is a beautiful thing, man. And I always encourage people when we talk about it. I know nowadays some people don't like their kids to play contact sports, which is fine because you know it's your
Right.
decision. I know it's a violent sport, but I think all parents should get their kids involved in some type of sports,
Yeah, me
basketball,
too. Me
soccer,
too.
because the camaraderie you build, the friendships you build, learning
Absolutely.
how to adapt to adversity, that
Yeah.
helps you go through life, bro. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. It's an analogy for life. I mean,
Yeah,
I love when
sports
we
is
play
beautiful, man.
sports, how, you know, you start that training camp, there was people you just didn't like. I just didn't like them. And then by the time the season was over, man, we was good friends. You know what I mean? And I love them
Yeah,
dudes,
best
man.
of friends, best of
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right about that. I think sports is important in society, and unfortunately, with and there's nothing wrong with it because technology is a beautiful thing if it's used in the right way, right?
Right.
But with all these, everybody got the phone, they on their phone 80% of the time. The kids is, don't get me wrong, I got a PS4, I can afford the PS5. I need to give me one, so. But
I know.
everybody's on the games. Kids don't want to go outside no
Nah.
more. You remember we used to have to go outside and your parents would lock you outside. You remember
Yeah,
those days?
sure
You
would.
go outside and
Lock
your
you
parents lock
out.
the door behind you.
Hey, lad, let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this. What is your opinion on, you know, just participate, get a trophy, everyone gets
No,
a yay? I mean, don't you
no.
kind of think there's pride and also it builds some type of self-esteem in you when you know you put hard work in and you was the better team and y'all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want everybody to feel inclusive, bro. But I also think it could be a little dangerous when it's like, well, you tried, Billy. You know what I mean?
Rob, that's why you get a ribbon or a medal. Championships get trophies.
Exactly.
I'm not against the participation
Yeah.
acknowledgement. You get a
Yeah.
ribbon or you get a little medal around your neck. But
Yeah.
the champs get the trophy. So no,
Come
I'm
on.
not with that. I'm not with that. That part, yeah, I agree with you, bro. I'm not with that. I think they're softening up society and they're softening up because this is what we do know. We all grew up growing up and our parents said be fair, right? Treat your siblings fair, treat your neighbor fair, treat your friend fair, treat
Yeah.
the lady you see at the grocery store fair, treat your teacher fair, right?
Yeah.
Life's not fair, man.
No.
You become an adult and you realize there's no fairity, if that's a
Mm-mm.
word, but that's what I'm gonna say. There's no
We'll
fairness in
go with
life,
it.
man. There's no fairness in life whatsoever.
No.
Nothing in life is fair.
No.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get again to my boy on the East Coast. Let me, because I love his videos, dog. 10 toes down to the dirt, man. Ain't nothing fair
Come
about
on.
the world. Ain't nothing fair
Come
about
on.
the world society. So I
Yeah.
think that's one of the harms that society is doing to our kids nowadays is saying that, oh, everybody gets a participation trophy. No, give them a medal or give them a ribbon. You tried your best. You wasn't the best. Understand that.
Yeah.
Someone's always better. I know someone's better than me in life. I understand that. Everything I do throughout life, there's someone's better. I also know there's someone that's worse.
Yeah.
I understand that. Sports helped me understand that. Real life helped me understand that.
Yeah.
And I think we just dumbed down and met. And I don't want to divert the conversation. And we're going to talk about this, if not on the next podcast, on all these damn shootings. And maybe that has a little bit. I'm just going to bring it in a little teaser to you guys. Maybe that's what's one of the problems with society and why we having all these damn shootings because
I think so. I was gonna
everybody
say
thinking
that.
that oh, it's supposed to be fair. This is supposed to be fair. No, man,
No.
it's not. It's not supposed
No.
to be fair.
No. I really truly believe that too. It's funny. I was just thinking that, a lot of this stuff that's going on and kids sitting at home feeling entitled and blah, blah, but I'm just going to give me an AR, whatever, and go out and, take lives that I didn't create. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Because it's not because society's not fair to me.
yeah,
Right. And this is
right.
what happens when we don't have the sports and we don't have there's a champion who gets a trophy. Yeah, you get a ribbon or a medal for participating. We appreciate your participation. But
Yeah,
sports is supposed to be about building camaraderie. It's supposed to be about learning how to deal with adversity and overcoming
yes,
adversity. These are the
yes.
small things that you learn as a child. So
Come
as you
on.
become an adult, you help these. These are tools that's taught to you to help
Yeah,
you as an adult to know that you know what, when times is hard, you got to think. And I used to tell my kids this all the time, man. When you having bad days, don't forget about the good times.
come
But
on.
never forget when you're feeling good in the good times that it's not gonna last long because you're
Come
gonna have
on.
bad times at the same time.
Yes, sir.
We all have to go through life straddling the fence. You got to learn that skill set. And sometimes, well, 90% of that should come from your household. Should come from your parents. But
Yeah.
then the outside world, when we talk about sports today, sports is going to help you with the tools
Oh, yeah.
to work through that adversity. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely. I totally agree.
so yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm not with this participation trophy shit, but you know what? It's not my call, bro. So,
And talking about hard work, bro, another topic I want to talk about, it's always been on my heart since it happened. Um, Pete Rose, man, and because there are other tentacles to Pete Rose. I think this happens to other athletes, but to me, the reason why I believe Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, for one, Charlie Hustle, okay? I,
yes,
I understand the
yes.
dynamic. It almost falls into the whole college thing. Should they pay college players? Should they not? I see the pros and cons. But the thing about me that bugs me about Pete Rose is that he's not being judged on his merits. How many players do you think do kind of bet on their sports, especially nowadays? You know what I mean?
Right,
And it's like it's not like he betted on his team to
right,
lose. If he did that, then he betted for.
right,
Long time ago. I just think it's like the whole batting thing. Remember with Bonds and Sosa and McGuire. And my father-in-law said something to me one time. He said, even if they on steroids, you know how hard it is to hit a ball coming at you 100 something miles per hour.
Thank you.
You know how
Thank
hard.
you.
He said
Thank
you can
you.
be straight on the wall, but you gotta make contact first. You know, and it's
Thank
like
you.
true. I never thought about it. He's like, so I don't think it's gonna help you. Steroids gonna help you with hand-eye coordination. They've been playing baseball all their life. So how does it feel about Pete, man, and just the whole thing? It seemed like the institution get to make the law, on this and that. And it turned into something that's shitty, bro. As far as my opinion.
No, I totally agree with you on that because I think if we be honest, that anybody who grew up in that era and got a chance to see Pete Rose play, which thank God I did, and I'm pretty sure you did as well.
Yeah,
Um, we all know he's a Hall of Famer, man. Now he should get the recognition. He should be in the books. He
Yeah,
should be in the hall. He should be getting a check, right? But I
right.
think and I can't speak for that man. I don't know him personally, but I think Pete knows that anybody who grew up when he played knows that he's a Hall of Famer. It's hard to find someone who really is a baseball person who followed baseball right at a certain age, and you bring up Pete Rose and they say, "Oh, well, he's not a Hall of Famer," because anybody else in the room gonna look at him like, "What'd you say, dude?" No, he's not on there on paper, but Pete was
Yeah,
a Hall of Famer, man.
absolutely.
He's a Hall of Famer, though.
Yeah,
And now with
yeah,
the Barry Bonds and the Roger Clemens and all them, and I know they're getting to the end of their time. And I understand what you're saying. You know, Barry put up a lot of numbers before any of that type of steroid stuff came up, man. But
absolutely,
you know what?
absolutely.
If you need to, if you need to, shit, throw them all in at the same time, and we can just
Yeah,
call it the steroid class.
yeah. That's what I was going to say. The
It's not that
steroid.
hard. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
that hard.
Yeah,
M, Clemens, Smith, uh, 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 Palmero from Baltimore,
yeah.
McGuire, Canseco, Sosa. Let's
So
put them
sad.
all in at the same time, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
put them all in. Wait a minute.
Be-
Let me take off
because
my glasses on this.
I don't think you should
Bruh,
diminish someone's. That's just tough.
bruh. Sammy, I ain't got nothing against you. I know you probably won't see our podcast because we not, big time, stars and shit. But Sammy, if you do see this or someone slide this to you, bruh, what the hell you doing bleaching your skin, man? You ain't like you was in the lighter hue, dude, man. You tripping for that, bruh.
Yeah.
I just had to say,
No, I hear you. Look, you gotta look. It's our podcast. We're gonna keep it real and the way we want it, man.
what the hell was up with that? I mean, we ain't gonna go up on
Bro.
the we ain't gonna talk about that, but good lord, have you
Hey,
seen the picture
it
of
go
that
back to
Negro
what you
lately?
said. It's that money. That money make you act funny.
Man, that Negro's at least 5 shaders lighter than he used to be,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for sure. I was like, I know he didn't start like that. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Well, wait a minute. I know he didn't need it because you got pictures, man. I see you on TV.
That's my
You got
point.
baseball cards, dude.
That's my point. You think we ain't got pictures, bro? I mean, come on now.
We got evidence, man. What the hell is going on, bro?
Yeah,
They're not going
come
to
on now.
accept you they're not going to accept you any more today than they accepted you yesterday
Nope,
because you done bleached your skin, man.
nope.
And I don't mean it to sound negative. You still a darker hue catcher than period.
But it's true.
Right.
You just telling the truth. You know what I mean? It's gonna
Straight
be
up,
what it's
bro.
gonna be.
You still a Negro.
Yep. Period. No matter how many home runs you hit.
You still a Negro.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
And I don't get racial because I used to be married to a white woman. Right? I have biracial kids.
Me too.
So I live my life to be fair. I treat
Yeah.
people how they treat me.
I'm the
But,
same way, bro. You know that. You know how I am.
right. In society, in the real life, you still a Negro, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, and I don't look, I'm not trying to go down the dark path, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because this had nothing to do with sports. And that's what we was talking about. Just like the 9/11 thing, dog. You used to walk
Right.
in the store in the lighter hue, Eastern Indian type cats. You should be looking all in the mirror, checking and seeing what the hell you was doing.
Yeah.
After 9/11, you walked in the store. They was like, "Oh, how you doing, my brother?" And I would be like, "Well, wait a minute. Oh, now we on the same team.
Yeah.
Now the
Have,
white
have me.
folks, now the lighter hue, the light skinned hue folks is looking at you like they look at
Yeah.
me. So now we on the same team. Before then, we was on a different team.
Right.
Now we on the same team.
You was
Don't forget
checking me
that
before
part.
I came to the door. Like when I walked to the door, it had a different ring. It was a different ring when I walked in. I'm like, bling, 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 bling. Yeah.
Don't forget that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and, we just speak reality. But like you said, it's our podcast, man. We're going to keep it real, man. We're going to keep the truth over
Absolutely. And you know what, bro? One topic don't mean that it can't bleed into other stuff. It is what it is. We talking about life.
Right.
That's what I love about this podcast. I think a lot of people will catch on. I think that with what we doing, bro, it's like, like I told people, and I'm just me talking to the people that may watch this and rebroadcast. We live in our lives, but we love getting up here. I know it's therapeutic for me. And to get up here with one of my buddies that I have known for all my life. This man has literally saved my life in many ways. I'm talking, we done been in scuffles with cats. We did all kinds of stuff, man. You know what I mean? So to be able to be up here, man, to just have conversation like we've been having. It's been great. We really want y'all to chime in. We really do. We'll start doing more broadcasts. Like I said, we know that that's what it takes. There's a billion of them out there. And, we know God going to bless this one. And we just want to keep coming real. So.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? That's the one good thing, too, though. Like you said, Robney, and let me kind of re-elaborate on that because, see, you're right. We know each other for shit, damn it, 4 years. And we
Yeah.
done been in some situations, and it took both of us to get home out of those situations.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you giving me the love, but I couldn't have got out of it without you being there as well. Let me
Real
give you the
talk.
love back to you, right? It's a mutual thing. Even exchange ain't no robbery, bro. The goal was for both
Yeah.
of us. The
Real
goal was for
talk.
both of us to make it home. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Okay.
That was the real thing, But yeah, you're right, and I'm just gonna reconfirm what you're saying. Family, friends, people who have been running across this, definitely get in the comments. Give your viewpoint because we two real dudes, man. We
Yeah.
go to work. We not business owners. We work for someone else. We living day to day, check to check, like
Yeah.
just like you. We just trying to bring you an honest, real life podcast. Let you know how we see things. We're really good friends, so we can vibe off each other. Uh, we can agree to disagree, and then not even have a
Absolutely.
problem. You
Absolutely.
will never see that we'll have a podcast. Even if we could do this for a year, and a year later, you'll say, "Oh, they fell off." Nah, because we
No.
real life brothers. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We brothers from different mothers, so we got to
Absolutely. And
understand
daddy.
and respect. Yeah,
Yes,
and daddies.
sir.
And we got to understanding and respect with each other. I respect that man, Robnee44. You know what I'm saying? I love that. I love
Yeah.
this dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I known him a long
Love you
time.
too, bro.
We wouldn't be communicating in the same circles if it was any type of shadiness or anything like that going on.
Right.
So we do appreciate you guys. And as I always say, and he says the same thing, we appreciate your time because I know
Yeah.
your time is more valuable than your money. And
Right.
if you watch the whole podcast, if you watch 15 minutes, if you watch 30 minutes, our goal is to keep it 30 minutes, but we get to go on. We both like to talk.
Yeah. We can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But
So, go ahead, brother.
no, I was just gonna say I totally hear you. I just wanted to say one thing. I know we've been talking about sports. This kind of bleeds into it. I want to thank San Jose State quarterback Jeff Garcia, Niners
Yes, sir.
quarterback Jeff Garcia,
Baller. Real baller.
Canadian
Baller, brother.
QB. I wanted to thank him for the video he made for my father-in-law Steve Anderson, who passed away, and then yesterday he gave his condolences. He shot me a DM. So thank you, Jeff Garcia. You know what I mean? I'm a Raiders fan. I've never been a big Niners fan. I rock a little bit because my dad's spirit and Steve be on my back a little bit. But I just, as a man, to me, he is an MVP, a Hall of Famer, and it has really not much to do with football than with him just being gracious. And,
Yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah.
have to extend anything to me, and he's done that. He's helped me to send some love to my father-in-law while he was alive, and then after to the family and all the families. So thank you, sir. Um, I don't know you'll see it. I'm probably gonna shoot it to you on Instagram, so you gonna see this. So, but yeah, much love to Jeff Garcia, San Jose State, man. We both from San Jose, so I'm always have love.
408, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Forward.
408, baby.
I think he
Don't
did
get
a
it
stint
twisted.
with the Raiders too, lad. If I'm not mistaken, for a little
I think,
short.
I think, yeah, I think he had a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't give him a lot of love because he was over there in that was it Crimson and Gold or whatever the color the
Yeah,
hell
he
that
was.
is.
He was. Yeah, that's where he did most of
Whatever.
the damage. If
Whatever though.
not
You know what I'm
Canadian,
saying?
yeah.
I respect you, Mr. Garcia. Don't get it twisted, brother. I know what you did was very important. You spent your time. You sent some love to my folks, Rodney, Fofo, and to his folks. And man, like I said before, I know your time is more valuable than any piece of change, money, penny, dollar, $100 bill, dollar bill, whatever you want to put on it. Any of that. I know your time is
Yeah.
very important. But I'm a Raider fan, man. So that
Hey, I hear you. Me
my,
too, bro.
my,
Like I said,
my,
I don't really know. You know what I mean? I'm still confused. You know what I mean? I'm trying to shake the Vegas thing, bro. I really am. But man,
right.
hey, woo,
Well, look,
it hurt me with that shit. It hurt me.
my baby son, man, got rest his soul as well. He was a big time Niner fan, man. The grandparents got to him. My oldest is a Raider fan, but my youngest
Yeah,
grandparents got to him, so I couldn't say nothing about that, man.
yeah.
And
Well,
before we let this go, let me end on a nice story, man, because my son passed towards the end of last year. right? You know that
Rest in
these
peace.
people, some of the people that watch this and know that, some of you guys won't. Last 7 years has been really tragic for me, and mental health is. We're gonna talk about that one day too, man. Because
Yeah.
the mental parts of that really brought your boy in the tailspin. But I thank the good heavenly Father above. He's been
Amen.
holding me down 10 times.
Amen,
But
brother.
look,
Amen.
let me say this real quick before we depart, bro.
Go ahead.
I was in LV and I seen this brother in Las Vegas airport with this Raiders hat, and I had seen it before. So I said, you know what? That is a nice ass hat. I'm gonna order one of those right now. So I jumped on. Nothing against you fanatics. I jumped on the fanatics.com, right? And I found
Hmm.
the hat. But I
Right.
found the hat and then I found a couple shirts, 3
Oh,
t-shirts. They was on
oh,
sale. I let this check, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They was on sale. So I ordered a hat, 3 t-shirts, all Raider gear. Dude, I got the hat. A couple weeks later, they sent me a package and I was like, oh, they didn't send the 3 t-shirts. Well, 2 of the t-shirts were Raider t-shirts. One t-shirt was a 49er t-shirt, and I still have it. And it said playoffs 2021, something like that, right? Or 2022, because the Niners was just in the playoffs, right?
right.
And I was telling my little Lala, I was like, you know what? These cats done sent me a Mother Lovin' 49er t-shirt, man. I ain't no Niner fan. What the hell is that? Why would they send me a Niner t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
Playoffs 2022. What? Right? And then she hit me with something, dude, that kind of touched my heart. And you know what? Brought a tear to my eye. She said, you know what? That was probably your son that's a Niner fan reaching down from
Yeah.
heaven and say, you know what? Don't forget that my boys was in the playoffs too. So when I get my little office together and as we grow this podcast, you guys will see a Niner shirt in the background and it'll say playoffs 22. That was the error that was shipped to me, but I don't think it was the error. I
I
think
don't
that
think
was
so neither, bro.
I think it was from my boy, man, saying don't forget about my Niners, man.
And much
You know
love
what I'm
to
saying?
your Lala
Like,
for telling it.
huh?
Much love to your Lala for telling it, bro.
And man, look, I didn't even return the shirt. It's in my closet right now, still in the bag, bro. Still wrapped in the
Nice.
plastic.
That's awesome,
Real
brother.
still.
Now that's a
Real still.
way, and that's a way that you tell and end the show on sports, because sports is not about just the grit, the grind, the money. It's about the emotional ties, man, that come with it. And that's why I want to do the show. We'll do another one, no doubt about
Oh
sports.
yeah.
We'll
Oh yeah.
do,
Oh yeah.
we'll keep on climbing, keep doing our thing, brother.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt, man. Well, let me tell you this, Robney, as always, man. I appreciate your time and I love you, my brother.
I love you
Appreciate you.
too, brother.
Appreciate you for letting me go along with this ride on the podcast, man.
Absolutely.
You keep doing
Absolutely.
your thing, and everybody watch that, family, friends, or foe. Go out and support my boy Robnee44. His social media information will be in the link, or you'll see it in the podcast. Support this young man. He's doing it. He's working hard. He's growing the platform, and he's allowing brothers like me to be a small part of his growth and his glory. So you guys do me a favor, at least my family and friends, for sure, for sure. Go support my boy Robnee44.
And in turn, let me say, go support my boy Uncle Lad doing his thing. He's on TikTok now, Instagram. He's doing his thing. He's not a small part of this show. He is definitely a 50-50 partner. And
I
when we
appreciate you,
get
brother.
him going and
Appreciate
doing his thing, trust me, it's about to be seriously on. This man got mad knowledge in all kinds of different realms. So y'all go check him out. Check us out, man. We'll keep doing it. We hope y'all watch the rebroadcast. We will be sending this out like always to all family and friends and just everyone. So we get a lot of international love. I hope they start to kind of come on the link. So yeah, man. I love Lad. He know I love him, and come on, we're gonna do this
you.
again.
I love you too, brother. Without a doubt, man. Make sure you
All right,
guys leave
bro.
a comment, share the video, leave a comment, man. And one of my
Hey,
things I do on my little video, I always say a couple things. This is my little closing on my little Facebook thing, right? I always say, be safe, stay positive, and as always, Live blessed.
Come on. Amen, brother. Amen. Hey, you gonna have to come down, bro. Your boy need a night out, man. We need to go do something, man. You know what I mean? Drinks on
What?
me.
We going to the grown and sexy, dog. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
You picked the spot to drinks on me like we did last time, dog.
Let's
You know what I'm
go.
saying? I'll
I'm
never
with
forget
it.
that, man. Yeah, we going to the
All
grown and
right.
sexy. I'll be up that way. I'll be
All
up,
right.
man. Ain't nothing but an hour drive. I'll be coming to see you, brother.
Peace, bro.
Love you, my brother. Much love, man. Peace to you, man. Be safe, man. Tell the
All
family
right.
many blessings, man. And you
And
do
we
your
love
thing
all
and we'll
y'all
talk
out
over the
there.
week.
Much love.
Thank you, guys. You guys be safe. All
Peace.
right, man. Much love. Peace.
Talk to you.